Parenting is way beyond you giving birth to that child and just birthing them to the world. Parenting is a very important task that was given to us by God Himself. That moment when He said, be fruitful and multiply, it did not mean you should just multiply like that and just reproduce, and bring forth bad fruit, because everything about God is good. So by the time He created you and discovered that, oh, you were okay, He said you should multiply and bring forth fruit. That is why you read through the Bible, He said, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. Some of us, we just give birth to children and bam, we think that is the end of it. Our own duty has been fulfilled. And then by the time you have money to give them food, take them to good schools, you understand, you feel, yes, I've done my best for this child. But parenting is way more complicated than that. Parenting involves you being involved in that child's life. You are responsible for grooming that child into whatsoever they will be in the future. That is why the Bible said when they are old, they will not depart from it. So the product I am today is as a result of the parenting effort of my parents. The product that you have today is as a result of the parenting effort of your parents. Yes, I know that there are exemptions to this. Like, there's a point you will get to, and then you have to rethink, you redo your way. But you will not disagree with me when I say majority of those decisions you've ever made in your life are a result of the parenting of your parents. Let me tell you, as a parent, your child's self-esteem, your child's confidence, the career of your child, who they will grow up to be, lies on your shoulder. If your children will serve the Lord, if your children will love the Lord, if your children will find purpose early, it depends on you. Nowadays, it just amazes me how some people feel, okay, I don't want to beat children. In those days, they beat us. Now I don't want so. By the time the child is misbehaved, the children are just behaving anyhow. Please, it's okay. And the baby will say, shut up, mama. And you say, oh, it's okay. So, at that age, he's telling you, shut up, mama. And then by the time he grows up, oh boy, whether you like it or not, your child constitutes a major aspect of the society. So that is why parenting is the business of every one of us. You don't want to search their back. You don't want to check them. You don't want to have discussions with them. You don't want to know what they are going through. And you call yourself a good parent? No. See, parenting is you sacrificing yourself for the growth of that child. A lot of us, we just feel, by the time I give birth, I want to still have my life back. The fact that I've given birth does not mean I should be wasted. Yes, that is true, but having your life back does not mean you should abandon those children, because they did not beg you to bring them to the world in the first place. The moment when you discover that you are pregnant, the moment when you make up your mind that you are going to bring forth a child, be you a male or a female, at that moment you've decided that I'm going to sacrifice a greater part of my life grooming little human beings. So that means even though you will complain silently, it is no fault of theirs. It is your responsibility to ensure that their character is not out of line. It's your responsibility to ensure that they discover purpose. It is your responsibility to make sure that they know God at the early stage of their life. That is why the Bible said, it's that when you spare the rod, you spoil the child. By the time you don't want to discipline your child, get involved in that child, trying to mold them in the way that they should go. At the end of the day, in your old age, you might regret all your actions. Go and ask those old people that did what you are trying to do. They will tell you that they regretted it, because at the end of it all, they discover their child was not who they had intended to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to put all your failed dreams and aspirations on your child, so your child will practically be living a version of you and not the original version of yourself. No, that is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that who they are, it is your responsibility to discover it for them before somebody else pirates it. So if you see children that are so brilliant, children that are so, they have different passion, but there is nobody there to encourage them. There is nobody there to tell them it's okay. There's nobody there to teach them how to navigate through life. So they start stuttering on their own because you put them in expensive school. You feel they can find their way up from there because you did. Was it easy for you? You have to be of help. You have to make sure that you mandate yourself and show them the map that they should go. Teach them actions and consequences. Teach them how to be respectful. Teach them how to be accountable. Teach them how to be polite. Teach them about shame. Teach them about the consequences of their words. Teach them to treat other people right. Teach them to do unto others what they want them to do to them. Parenting is no easy task. So if you are one and you are sleeping, wake up. I know your business is important because if it's not going well, your work is important because if it's not going well, it's going to affect the well-being. But those children need to find a way to balance it. Don't leave them at the expense of your nanny. Don't leave them at the expense of your relative. Have you seen the evil happening to children today? So many children have been raped. So many children have been killed. So many children have been abused. Even as I'm still talking about it, some parents don't know that their children have been abused since the past 5 years. All because they major on the minor and minor on the major. Know that your children will not be in your life forever to train. You have just a few years to train them. Those first 10 years of their life, first 18 years of their life is there for you to teach them, and after that you can move on with your life fully. But what you do in those first few years of their life will come back staring boldly and say, if you did well, you're going to enjoy it and thank God and be proud that that's my son, that's my daughter. And if you did not, you keep on shouting, you are no longer my child, you are a disgrace to my family. It was your input. Above all, pray for your children. Pray for your children more than you pray for yourself, because it is a spiritual affair. Your children need to be covered. Speak what you want to see in their life. You want to see responsible children, speak it into their life. Whatever it is, speak it into their life, and the Lord will help you.